It's a lot like grief, where all the options feel wrong and like a betrayal in a way. There are merits and flaws to both endings, but anyone who thinks it's an easy choice is missing the point.
They gave us two good endings. They gave us two very well done endings, and I'm happy about them. Both are canon, none are canon, however we want to say it. But
I will
nothing
say
is true, everything is permitted.
Everything is permitted.
I will say I was excited about the idea of a movie when it first was announced, and now I'm not.
I was never really
because then the movie has to pick an ending to sit with.
Unless they do the cop out where the last scene is Verso and Mael kind of facing each other.
Oh, they close the movie and then they roll the credits, and then the endings are seen in between the credits or whatever. Like
they both play out, in the credits, in the mid credit scenes.
Get us in the room. Get us in the
look.
Hello. Hello.
They better explain to me. They better explain to me why she doesn't go Maj's ass. That's what they gonna have to do. They have to explain to me why she doesn't just.
I think it's a power thing. I think it's you know what I mean? Like, we've seen plenty of story endings where it's like you got the person that's capable about the blood person, where it's like, I love you. But
Verso's endo wasn't her holding back. Verso's endo, he didn't win because she held back. He beat her. Like he defeated her.
But he beat her, just knocked her out. Because she didn't.
But that's what I'm saying. She didn't lose on some I'm holding my power back. She lost as if she wasn't strong enough to beat him. And I'm saying, go Maj.
Well, but I'm thinking the same thing. I think what you're thinking is, with his picking his ending, he beat her definitively. When you pick his ending, he beat her definitively. She passes out, whatever. And then when you beat her with him, we beat him with her. It's be right with your decision. That kind of thing. So both of them definitively.
I don't want to do this anymore, please. And she's like,
you know what I'm saying?
But I want you to do this.
Yeah.
Can't you see? I love you. That's why I'm doing this. She's nuts. But it's not her fault. It's because of what she went through.
Yeah. So ultimately, I think the funny part of this discussion is that we can't ever come to a median agreement here. I think we agree on there are plenty of our discussions that are not parallel. They intersect. But ultimately, I think there are ways that we still turn and kind of say, hey, look, that's my valid point on that.
I think it comes. It's from the conversation. It feels like it just comes down to who do you think the narrative is about?
Yeah, who do you think it's about? Who's the story about? The tortured soul Verso or the tragedy of Mael? What's your story?
We got a few comments on social. I think are interesting.
This is a
but go ahead.
10-second thing, real quick. I also think your personal views and your personal experiences have something to do with that. Like, for me, this is just a small personal thing. Like, right before that game, I had lost my grandma and my uncle, and so the whole. I mean, honestly, that was a crazy time because Thunderbolts came out and that was about grief, and South of Midnight was about grief.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a interesting timing for all this stuff.
Coincidence?
Yeah. But I think that also your mindset at the time of playing the game can help decide that as well.
Yeah. Same thing I mentioned with me being a brother, and I could connect with how he made that decision based on what he saw for his family going through, and then he's like, I'm not even real. I'm not even real. Okay, y'all lost real Verso. I'm not even real.
Yep.
Real Verso needs to rest too. And he was like, you can stop paying me now. Period. You know what I mean? But that's me personally. And so shout out to Chillin' in the Party on TikTok on our video on this when we posted about teasing this episode. there's only one ending worth doing if you were paying attention. Verso was very clear through the game what he always wanted. Someone else said in the quote, shout out to Doug, I picked Gustav's side. I don't know why people don't use him. He's incredibly strong in Act 3 without spoiling anything. That's very funny. Just threw that in there. And you had to think about it for a second. It was like, wait a minute. You know, the one I'm picking from PTSD. PTSD's nuts.
Hey, that's funny. Hey, that's a good name. That's a good name, sir.
PTSD's nuts.
Wow.
Their comment was, both endings are tragic in different ways, and I still find myself going back and forth on them. It's a lot like grief, where all the options feel wrong and like a betrayal in a way. There are merits and flaws to both endings, but anyone who thinks it's an easy choice is missing the point.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
I agree there.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And here's another one. Redhead, but not really, on TikTok. Turing is realizing and understanding that Renoir was right.
We all know that. We know that.
There are people that are still discussing this, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think we know that, but that's because we are mature. Like, there's a lot of people
Right.
who are way off base. Yeah.
And then here's another one. Everybody Gibbs. As soon as I picked an ending, I knew that there is no happy ending. I had to put it down for a few months.
You know, that's funny. That reminds me of a quote that one of my coworkers said. They were like, you know, it's the weekend, and you can either do something that makes you happy, or you could be a responsible adult. Either way, it's the wrong choice. And I was just like, you know what? and I was like, you know what? That makes me think about this.
But what if doing the responsible thing is what makes you happy?
It's not. It's not.
You don't know that.
No,
You
it's
don't
not.
know. You don't know painting your house it makes you happy. You don't know cleaning out your fridge might make you happy. You don't know arranging your office makes you happy.
Okay, well, anyways, those are chores. But if you wanna pick nits here, then sure, yes. If what you have to do, no matter what it is, makes you happy, yeah, one man's chore might be another man's luxury. Totally. But if there's the choice between I'm going to maybe do nothing, lounge, chill, relax, get some ice cream, hang out, or I'm gonna handle my bills, make some Amazon returns, I'm gonna do laundry, all those things. Either way, you're either sacrificing the joy you could have had, or you're piling up stuff you need to do. And the point of it all was that no matter which one you pick, it's tragic. Each one is tragic. Each one kind of sucks. Each one gives you, in my opinion, temporary joy. We know on the other side of the funeral, we know on the other side of that, it's going to be a whole lot of family issues they got to deal with together when they get out.
Yeah.
We know that. We know on the other side of Mael getting them all together, it's going to be a whole lot of Verso, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. This is terrible. This sucks. Listen to me. I don't want to be here. And then her having to hear that and feel that. But then also, how long? I think you had disconnected for it, but how long is she going to be stimulated by this? How long until she's like, I don't feel better by having this wound. I don't feel better. I'm just, So both are tragic.
Yeah.